Sean, a great defensive start in the season opener, and then, hasn't been quite up to the standard the last 2 games, but y'all came back. What is it going to take to kind of get what we saw in the first half of the ECU game, for the whole game going forward?
I mean, it really just starts in practice, just coming out with that intensity like we did the first game against ECU, and just keeping up that intensity during the whole game. I mean, we know that we haven't started the way we have, but we made the adjustments at halftime, and just continue to play our brand of ball, and that's really just execution.
What does halftime look like these last 2 games? Seems like you guys come out as a totally different defense.
I mean, we all know what we need to fix, and we all know that we just need to really go out there and just execute as a team, offense and defense. With those wins, everybody know that we haven't played our best brand of football, but we did put in the work and grind it out and got the win. So we all know that if we come out fast and execute as a team, then we know that we can really put some points on the board and stop them.
Who's been the most kind of vocal while you guys making those adjustments and really kind
It's really been everybody, really. All the leaders we have on the team. You got CJ, Caden, just a whole bunch of other guys, just talking to each other, their position group or their side of the ball, just really getting everybody rallied up, just to know that there's no quitting us and just keep fighting.
What kinds of
impressions of Duke? I don't know if you scouted Duke. What are your impressions of their offense?
I mean, they got some good players at wideout and some good running backs. Very dynamic when they get the ball in their hands, but I mean, we're just really worried about us and really executing.
But we kind of learned about that rivalry because there's years where you don't play them, but obviously you have put time to play them the last 2 years.
I mean, they're really just another game. Honestly, we don't really see too much people as a rivalry. We just kind of go about it as just really the next game because that's the most important game on the calendar. And so we know that they're a talented group. Their record doesn't really reflect that, but we all know that they're a talented group.
You spent your first few years as a safety. What's it been like seeing Brody come along in that room?
It's been great. It's just seeing him develop as a young man and just as a student of the game, and him learning from other guys, just their mistakes, and just really taking that and just applying it to his game to know to not make those mistakes, and just he's going to be a really great player for this defense, and he's going to make a lot more plays.
What's impressed you most with just kind of the adjustments you guys are able to make in game so that by the fourth quarter, by the end, you guys are able to do what you need to do to get wins? I
mean, honestly, it just really comes down to execution. It's really execution, just staying in your gap and just making the plays you're supposed to make, just not trying to do somebody else's job and just doing your job, and just that's kind of like what we really harp to each other about during those half times in that practice, because we know that if we all play as one, then nobody can really play with us.
You have the communication device in your helmet. Is there anything that Coach Elliott passes along in game that you can kind of pass along to the defense while you guys are out there?
Yeah, just first the call, and then he'll kind of tell me the situation. If they're like kind of backed up, he'll tell me to be aware for this, and then I'm communicating that within the guys out there. But that's really kind of it. It really tells me to call and just what to be aware of.
You've had guys make plays at critical junctures late in games. What kind of mindset does it take to do that? Do you have to detach, or do you have to really step up?
Like I said, it really comes down to just doing your job, doing your assignment. You do your job, everything really just comes back to you. I mean, if you don't really press and do the next man's job, when you actually try to do somebody else's job, you actually end up doing too much. And so when you actually just do yours, it just really, great things come to you.
Anything else for Sean?